Hi guys, welcome to another video here on my channel, Rob Hikes. I am here in Rocky Mountain National Park today. I've not been here for like a year, and I'm just gonna hike my favourite trail, the Four Lakes Loop Trail here from the Bear Lake Trailhead. Now it is early in the morning, as you can tell, hence the headlamp, but the sun is cresting now, so it's going to get light, so you're going to get some amazing views, hopefully of sunrise, but of these gorgeous alpine lakes early in the morning. I quite often have spotted things like marmot, elk, chipmunks, even a pine marten here before, so I'm really looking forward to getting on the trail. As I said, it's getting lighter, so I won't need the headlamp for too long, so come along with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I am going to take you on this hike this morning. It's around a 2-hour hike. It's really straightforward. To get up here, you need to get a vehicle reservation for Bear Lake Road if you come after 5 a.m. and you can get that on recreation.gov. But I have got here at 3 a.m. so I've had an hour of closing my eyes in the car, and I'm going to hit the trail. So let's go. So they have some pit toilets up here at the trailhead, some trash bins. This is actually a ranger station, but that'll be open a little later. And then this is the Bear Lake stop on the shuttle bus. So if you can't get up here because you don't have a reservation, or because the lot's full, which happens every day, even for those people with reservations, this is where you get dropped off. And then you can see this is the car park. It's not the biggest, but I got a very good spot. And the trail starts just beyond this ranger centre. So you can see right up here is Bear Lake. So I'm going to take you up to see that, but I'm going to show it to you properly later when the sun's up. But the trail itself that I'm going to take is going to be for these guys. So you've got Nymph Lake, Dream Lake, Emerald Lake, and then Lake Hyena. And then you can come back that way via Alberta Falls on the Glacier Gorge Trail, and that's just down here. So we'll go and have a little peek at Bear Lake, but I think it's going to be pretty dark still. And this is Bear Lake. So there's a nice nature trail that goes all the way around the lake. It's all paved. It's pretty easy. Lots of benches, lots of viewpoints, and you can see this gorgeous mist on the lake this morning. Now the fall colours here are amazing, and I have a video from last September where all of around here was just covered in golden trees. But yeah, what a gorgeous first view of the day. Very quickly you come to this trail junction, so you can see that the Glacier Gorge junction with Alberta Falls is to your left, and all 4 of those lakes are to the right. It's still paved at the moment, but it will turn to some more of like a sandy rock soon enough. So it's only 0.5 miles up to Nymph Lake, and I really like the names of these lakes. This is Nymph Lake, and when I did a backpacking trip here about 6 to 7 years ago, we stayed in like this place called the Goblin Forest, and I like that it's got those like sort of classic names and stuff. Just really cool. There's a lot of water on the trail today, so I guess there's been a lot of rain over recent days, but this is the least impressive lake on the loop. but I do quite like it. So I'm going to take you down anyway. So there's lots of like spur trails where you can just step off the trail, and I'm just going to flip the camera around now and you can see what I can see. So here we are. This is Nymph Lake, covered in like lily pads, some really nice reflection, so still, really gorgeous. So you can see down into the valley, and that's where the road has come from today. And then looking down here you can see Nymph Lake, and high up to the mountains, and obviously the sun has just come up. It's going to be quite a cloudy and stormy day, so there's a little bit of cloud coverage blocking the sun, but I've watched sunrise from here before and it's been spectacular. Yeah, what a view. One thing that's really surprised me today that I was not expecting was to see some fall colours. So obviously it's only just the very beginning of the process, but these, I think these are aspen trees, correct me if I'm wrong, but they are starting to turn. They've gone from that deep green to a very light green, almost with like a yellow tinge, and then some of them have actually started to turn. So I just flip the camera around again and you can see down in this ravine there definitely is some fall colour here, which is my favourite thing. I love fall, I love the colours. So yeah, really, really cool to see. You can see all this water on the trail. And there's another set of stairs up ahead. And once I get up there, I should get to Dream Lake. Oh, and the sun has crested up overwards, looking down into this valley. It's so, so pretty this morning. So much colour. And then Long's Peak just on the side there. Absolutely gorgeous morning up here at Rocky. So I would definitely say this is a family friendly hike. There is a lot of uphill and it is like quite rocky, as it would be for the name of the park, with some like steps, but it's not a very long hike, so it's definitely one that everyone can do, but the views just keep getting better. So once you get up to Dream Lake, it's actually quite flat up to Emerald Lake, and I definitely think everyone can do that. The Lake Hyena, however you say it, is a little bit harder, and it makes it a lot longer. So I would definitely say, like, if you're pressed for time, like I've done it before, but I don't do it every time because I don't always have the time, because I have to get back to Denver for work. So I'm just making the most of it. I told you guys this was a quick trail, so it's just 0.7 miles to Emerald Lake. I'm almost right at Dream Lake, and Lake Hayaha, however you say it, is 1.2 miles up here. So I'll try and explain briefly from this point. But you go up here, and you do go to the very top. Let's see if I can get this gimbal to show you. Oh, other way. Sorry, yeah, you're going to climb all the way up here and then go across a ridge line, and then it's all downhill, but it's still a ways. So I am heading this way to Dream Lake first. It's so peaceful up here this morning. It's not too crowded. There is rain forecast, which I think has put a lot of people off, but there's these cool bridges, which I know kids would love stuff like this. And then that's the water runoff from Dream Lake, and that went down to those waterfall that I just showed you a few minutes ago. But just along this trail, and then the lake will be just at the top of this mini little staircase. My favourite lake is definitely Dream Lake, just because it's so pretty. It just really is so pretty with the mountains behind it, and just the vibe up here. There's lots of greenery, so it smells really fresh. The water's really still. You get really nice sunrise. So yeah, I really like it up here. Now, it was in this area on my last visit where there was a big bull elk. We could hear him bugling like to start with, and then all of a sudden he was like on the trail, like he'd come out of the water and it was all dripping with water. It was really, really cool. And I also saw a pine marten just about 100 yards up the road from here before as well. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes peeled. But so far it's been a really quiet morning for wildlife. So yeah, there's some Stella blue jay up there, so I'll try and pan. It's flying off over there. Oh, is it Stella blue jay? I can't actually tell. I can't see any blue. It's the shape of one. I guess maybe it's just a Stella. But yeah, I've seen some squirrels, but that's it so far. Definitely Stella's blue jay. There's about 10 of them And they're really big. They're all up in the trees. So when I told you that it was flat from Dream Lake to Emerald Lake, you know what parallel universe I did this hike on before? And this is like the 5th time I've done this trail. I forgot, it's all stairs so far. So yeah, don't listen to anything I've got to say, basically. So I'm almost at Emerald Lake, and I just took a moment to just take in this view. It's absolutely stunning. Now, if I was in Glacier or Yellowstone, I'd be looking up there for bears. But there's only about 30 to 100 living in the whole of Rocky, so the chances of that are pretty small. But what a gorgeous view. So the final staircase is what I'm going to name this. Now, of course, there could be another one hidden behind it. I obviously can't remember this trail that well, but yeah, I can see where the lake is, and I can hear that sort of echo that you get from the towering cliffs around it. So it should be just up here. Oh my God, I was actually right. It was just that last staircase. So there was a volunteer ranger who took my photo earlier, and he's just passed by and said that I'd have the lake to myself. So let's see if that's the case, but that would be very, very nice. This trail gets super packed. So bear in mind, if you hike this trail, it does get absolutely insanely crowded, particularly in the summer, but on weekends and in the middle of the day really. Evening is a bit quieter, but I always come for dawn. I've never done it any other time, to be honest. And I like that. I like that it's this tranquil place where you can see, you know, the wildlife, you can hear the birds, the water's so still. So this is definitely like the time that I recommend that you do this trail. But I am at Emerald Lake, and I'm now going to pan the camera so that you can see this gorgeous reflection that I'm looking at. Wow. That is absolutely insane. I'll show you from the bottom, that's the water looking up. Wow. It's hard to get it all in shot. I think that's it. Just about. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's so still. And you can hear the water flowing down into it. Breathtaking. If you are enjoying the video, please do give it a like, a subscribe, if you're not already subscribed, of course, and comment below and let me know if you come to Rocky. I do this trail a lot, but I don't come to the park as often as I used to, but I'm hoping to come a bit more next summer. So if you've got any other trails that you really recommend that I do, or that you want to see a video on, comment down below and I'll try my best to get up here and do them for you. But I think I'm gonna now enjoy a well-deserved snack. This is Rocky Mountain National Park. The chipmunks just running around the tree there. They're proper chipmunks up here as well. They've got all the streaks and everything. They're so cute. There's a little squirrel. Hey, hi. Getting blinded by the sun, but what a gorgeous, gorgeous lake. And I do really love Dream Lake. Dream Lake is still just my favourite, but it's definitely worth getting up to Emerald Lake because it just, you lose the trees and the sort of foliage and it becomes this like raw, like alpine lake where it's just all this rock, and it just this whole trail just embodies everything about Rocky Mountain National Park for me. I think it just shows like what the park's all about. You get to tick off so many different viewpoints and photo opportunities. So I definitely think it's, for me, from the hikes that I've done here, and I've done a fair few, not all of them, but a fair few, this definitely, I think, from what I've done, is the best one. And I think if you only had a day, it probably is definitely the best one. Now, just on the side here, all the wildflowers are dying out, but you can see this, I think they're raspberries, but I might be wrong, so tell me if I'm wrong, because I like to be corrected. And also the comments help the channel. But they look like little tiny raspberries. And then there's some just up here as well. So if you know, let me know. Hey, Mr. Chipmunk. Hey, you coming to say hi? God, this view back is just gorgeous. Look at the mist on the Dream Lake here. Wow. Heading back, it's been a lot more people, so it's definitely getting busier as the day goes on. And you can definitely see just in this stretch alone where the fall colours are going to start to peak, well, start to pop first. So, so pretty. Yeah, compared to the way up, there's a lot more people heading up now, so I feel very lucky that I got the lake to myself. It was definitely worth the early start, I think, just to have that sort of serenity and peace and quiet up there. It was busy heading back down the trail. There's a lot of people. I've just got off the shuttle bus, so a lot of traffic coming up against me, so I didn't film too much. But I've just made it back to Bear Lake, so I wanted to take you, as I promised, to have another look at Bear Lake now that the sun's up. Perfect. And just like I said earlier, the fall colours here are exceptional. And you can already see there's just a hint starting on the back here. These sides haven't changed, but you can see all these green trees here, the lighter green trees, they're all going to turn as well. And they go lots of cool, like gold and oranges and stuff. So definitely get up here for the fall colours. And there is a video on the channel of hiking around Bear Lake and doing this trail I've done today with peak fall colours as well. So I just want to point out, this is the shuttle bus that you're looking at for these Rocky Mountain National Park visitor shuttles, and they go all the way through Bear Lake Road. So if you don't get a reservation to park up in this quite small parking lot for the amount of people that are using it, it's a really reliable way of getting across the trailheads, and you can park in the park and ride a bit further down. And you can just see the rangers up there. There are also some volunteers who are there to like help with advice on like the trail and stuff, but it's packed now and it's only now 8 a.m. and it's already really, really busy. So yeah, just to bear in mind for future. It would appear that there is a wildlife sighting up here. I think it's an So a really cool wildlife site, and it's a bull elk and about 4 or 5 calves, and he is been sort of eating some of the grass, the bushes and stuff, but then he's also been chasing them. No bugling yet, but it's a sign that the rut is not far away. I was so pleased I went up to Rocky. I had a great hike, and it was always great to see elk up there as well. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you guys for my next trip to Glacier, Yellowstone and Tetons in the next few weeks. Thank you.